Hello! Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Sir Cristanto and all of our friends. Here today we would like to do the assignment for speaking for, which is like some sort of a debate. And for a debate, we should first choose a topic. But before we start, I would like to introduce our group member. First here we have Ferdinand Chendrayanto number 9, and then Marcia Devana number 19, and Petrosina Angwarmase number 25, and me myself, Jayson Kelvin number 14. So for the topic, our group choose learning mathematics is useful for our life. And we here with the blue shirt, we
agree with the statement or we stand for the statement. Meanwhile, for the left side,
and we disagree with the statement.
So without further ado, let's just move on to the first topic.
Check it out.
learning mathematics is useful in real life because learning mathematics improves our way of thinking. Our way of thinking is performed by our left side of brain. Now, our left side of brain is responsible for thinking of numbers, thinking of words, linear thinking, and sequence of words. So, our left side of brain is responsible for our logics and, of course, mathematics. Learning mathematics is also useful for daily activities or for any activities that we human do. So, by learning mathematics improves our way of thinking and it is useful in our daily activities such as counting how much food we consume, or when we want to watch our diet, our pattern of consuming food, also when we want to build our muscle, when we want to shape our body, we must calculate everything and it cannot be done without mathematics. For examples, in bodybuilding, I've read somewhere that you actually calculate everything, start from your protein, your rice that you consume, your vegetables, your portion, everything is calculated. Even when you want to do rep, a set or a rep, you must calculate everything, how many set it takes, how many rep it takes, and how you do your exercise, what is the angle, and you must do that by mathematics, by way of thinking using our left side of brain. So learning mathematics improves our cognitive side that performed by our left side of brain.
Not all mathematical theorems are really useful for our life. In our daily life, we only use basic math such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Some materials that we have learned in 12th grade, such as limit, geometric analysis, permutation, and combination, are so advanced and we may not find them useful in our daily life. For example, geometrical analysis will be very important and useful for architects, but may not be really useful for street vendors, cashiers, merchants, and some other jobs. Another example, can you imagine who would bother taking his or her time counting the probability for each action that he or she will take?
So mathematics can also be implemented in almost all professions, and by almost all I mean literally maybe every profession. But to narrow it a little bit, I'll just mention some professions that require technology because nowadays we are living in a world full of technology. And the fast development in the modern era cannot be separated from technology. New softwares and applications are developed every day. And to develop such softwares and applications, coding is really essential. And we all know that coding requires a lot of math behind it. I'll just mention an example. So imagine if the developer of maybe let's just say Gojek doesn't have the required math skills. I think it would be problematic to the point that Gojek may not even exist. We believe that all of us here use or maybe have used Gojek at least once, and we all know that the development of Gojek really makes transportation easier. So if we can understand how helpful Gojek is to our daily life, then we should not forget about how important mathematics is for our life.
As human beings, we are part of the social life. For this reason, there is not any mathematical pattern in social relationships. And social relationships itself need feeling more than just mathematical calculation. And sometimes it is truly the opposite of mathematical calculation. For example, can we calculate by adding or multiplying love? I think we can, because how can we expect to get profit from our love? Or another example, can we count our parents' love, or as a parent, can we count how much love that we give to our child? Maybe we can, but I think it isn't necessary at all.
So now let's move on to the conclusion. For the conclusion,
Learning basic maths is useful for everyday situations.
But learning advanced math will not always be useful in real life.
As it is only used by the fields that need advanced maths.
so that's it for the conclusion. And everyone,
Thank you for listening.
and goodbye. Dadah.
Adios.
Annyeong.